Welcome to day 8 of 100 days of focusing in the one business for 100 days for an ADHD entrepreneur. If you've been following the other videos, this is a series. I am doing a little bit more explanatory videos to share what's happening, insights, but I'm sharing a shorts with everyday advancement and learnings, and it's been a blast. It's 8 days out of 100 days. I'm not even 10% in, and I'm so in love with this. I think from now on, it's too early to say so, but from now on, I'm going to have projects like 100 days at the time, because I've seen this trend, and if you could see it in yourself, you should try to test it just once and see how it goes. 100 days seem to be a long time, but when you look back and you see what you've been doing for 3 months, it's a little bit more than 3 months, but during the last 3 months, you're going to realize that you were so spread so thin within so many projects that you were not able to actually advance that much. So most likely, my bet, we'll see if it's true, I might be completely wrong, stay until the end, subscribe and check if I manage to do so, but most likely is my way of working with ADHD, if I manage to focus for a specific amount of time, I'm gonna deliver better results and further results than if I am doing 5 to 7 different projects all at the same time throughout, like, I don't know, the whole year. So that's my bet. That's what I'm doing, and I'm trying to inspire others. This is my accountability. I'm publishing here to make myself accountable of the commitment I'm making. Of course, I also made myself accountable with my husband and the project I'm doing. Big thing is that I'm not going to be building in public, because this project is not relevant for the public, or it's not going to benefit from like having a huge audience, or it's not even that huge. I know there's only 3 of you watching, but it's not going to benefit from being built in public like that. So if you are planning on doing this and you want to record and have a commitment and publish like this, I would encourage you to build in public. Like, that is the best practice to do that. I'm not doing that because the way the platform that I'm building works is actually, it's important that it's only by referrals. So it actually depends on that only marketing channel to work. I won't even talk about what it is, but it's only relevant for people who has founded a company and got an investment from any of the venture capitals out there. Europe, US, anywhere. If you're there, hit like comment if you are a founder who has raised capital or have gotten rejected from a venture capital investment round and have any experience around there. Comment and I'll talk to you directly, and then maybe you can test the platform. But that's all I'm going to say. That's the reason why I'm not building in public. But if there was anything else, and maybe after this, the next 100 days, when I build something else, I'm going to openly say what it is and build in public. This is just for me to commit with you, and also to inspire so many people. I see this trend, and correct me if I'm wrong, but even in the previous video that I started sharing day 1, I saw one person sharing all their projects, and I was like, oh wow, you're even having more projects than I did. And it's this trend of us feeling like and realizing how much more we can do with AI and technology, and how many tools are there available for us to actually get things done and make things happen. So anytime we have a great idea, which the ideas all can be great, it just depends on actually being able to execute and pull through. We can just make it happen. And I am very biased towards action. If I have a great idea and I get like 10 minutes in my head checking, like, yes, it works, yes, there's a market, yes, it has potential, yes, there is this, I have the abilities to make it happen. Within 10 minutes, my brain is going to decide to go in and like buy a domain. As you know, I have a lot of stupid domains. Buy a domain, create the platform, find a market, get like a forum and do like some market research and get like a focus group. And suddenly, like by the end of the day, I went through this rabbit hole with a whole new idea of a different project, which was a great idea, but then I get stuck and I don't follow up because I have other responsibilities with the other 7 ideas that I had started the previous week. So because of this, because of the ability and availability to make all these things happen so fast, we believe we can make 5, 7 different projects like all at once. And I don't know about your brain, but my brain doesn't work like that. And I had to go through a process to actually accept it, because I hadn't acknowledged it, but it takes some time to accept it and take action accordingly. So my brain can deliver I'm proud of it. and I can openly say it because I'm confident about it, I can deliver way above average. Like, you would be shocked. Every employer I have, the first 3 months are like, what the? Like, I'm going to shock you in my results, delivery time and stuff if I have one responsibility or like one role. So that's how I work. That's why I work so well as an employee, because when you're an employee of a company, you get this. You're a product marketing manager, you're a growth manager, or you are the chief marketing officer. Because even if you are an executive, you have so many responsibilities and whatever. But your one goal is to make this company grow in a sustainable way, according to the goals you committed with the investment board. So it's very clear. I don't have to think about. I have someone I can demand like a better product design in order to convert more, but it's not my responsibility. I have someone I can like demand to have like all the finance structure and the corporate legal stuff. I don't have to think about those things. Like, there is a team working together making those things happen, and in my brain I can focus in this one goal. And even when I am an employee in different companies, I break down the commitments and the goals in like, what is the one priority that we need to hit, yes or yes, and then the other ones are good to have. But what is happening? Oh, sorry, suddenly my my whole computer went on. It's not gonna be edited, so you're in for a treat. So it's easier to be an employee for a brain like me and actually give great results. So when I am doing my own businesses, the only businesses that I've done successfully, I failed in a lot of different businesses, but the only business that I've done successfully in the past has been consulting, like real successful. Like the other ones, I've been doing some like sponsors and stuff like with Instagram, very irrelevant stuff. The only thing that has been successful in my entrepreneurship role was consulting, because I am actually delivering the same value as would as an employee, but for a client. But it's been a challenge. It's not focusing. There we go. Oh, but even then it's a bit challenging in the beginning, because I have to figure out everything from legal to all the taxes and the structure at the company. Like, at the beginning it takes me a bit longer. So just as an example, when you are launching your own company as a solopreneur, you have to think of everything from legal to finances to the market to this, from zero to the first client to the first 100 clients, like every growth stage. But not only that, product design, user experience, at every single area. So you are pulled in different directions. And now with AI, we think we can do it all because we have AI to help us, but AI is not that accurate to exactly what you need for your specific goals, unless you know what to ask and what to demand for it. It's like a junior employee with access to learn anything and everything. So the junior employee doesn't have the knowledge already here and how is the best practice for your needs. It needs to learn from you and your business to be able to go and pull the information that is most relevant and test for what's best for you. And even when you get a recommendation from AI, you have to actually test it out for your business to see if it's the best and if it works. And if not, you have to change. So that is that. And that's why it's been a challenge for me. But it on top of being a challenge starting a new business on its own, the easiness in which AI gives you to be able to start any different idea you might have, it's so in my face, it's so in your face that it makes you believe that you can start 5 different businesses. And that's when the challenge is, because we are all, you and me, we're all doing many things. If you have even if you don't own the apartment you live in, but you have a house, you have to take care of it. You have to do laundry, you have to clean, you have to maintain yourself and your living, you have to go work out, and you have to make food for you that is nutritious and it's balanced. And you also have to, if you have children, you have to take care of your children, everything that goes around them, their health, their being clean, they're being sane, they're having friends, their whole calendar commitments with friends and family, going to school, the requirements they have, the clothes they need for these different types of weather. And I could go on forever, just in the children's, in your couple, your partner, and everything you need around life. So work becomes one of the 100 different things you have to do. But then once you add work, and then you add side project, and then you add 7 different side projects, that's where I was like, okay, I'm losing my shit. This is going nowhere. So now I decided it's only one side project, and it's 1 until 100 days. And I've been shocked. I shared on day 5, but now it's day 8. And I am shocked because I wrote down like the milestones that I was supposed to hit, and I am going way faster than I thought. Like, even though I've been stuck, as I shared in the previous video, I got stuck. And my initial instinct when I get stuck is like I go get coffee or water or whatever. But I would jump into the needs of one of the 7 projects I had. And now I cannot jump into another project, so I have to stay stuck. So I was going out into some gardening that I had to do and put things away because the snow came. And I had to do some chores and like bake bread or whatever. And then when I felt that my brain was like, okay, I think I figure out a way, I would go back into like facing the problem that was getting me stuck and try to unstuck myself. I think that was day 4. Anyways, that happened like 5 different times. But now I have found a different tool or technique, which is instead of jumping to a different project, go and do something else completely different that takes a different part of your brain to unstuck. Because part of it, it's like the code, the platform, and whatever challenge it is stuck. Some things depend on you, some things depend on technology, but it helps, at least for me, to get into a different, fresher state in my mind, to get into it again. And anyways, my advancements in the last week in one day, it's been way more than I was expecting. And we have a big trip coming up where we're like dividing ourselves to do home office and work hours, me and my husband, so the kids, activities and everything. And it's going to be even more challenging to find time to focus and do one thing. So I'm gonna make videos about it and the place we're going. That I'm gonna totally share. It's an awesome place. Stay tuned. It's an awesome place for entrepreneurs, and it's not San Francisco, but it's aiming to be the better version of San Francisco. That's all I'm saying. So if you're curious about it, subscribe and check it out. And I'm gonna be sharing how much we're doing it, who are we connecting with, the advancements I'm making in my platform, and I can share the milestones, like we've gotten to the first X amount of users and this and that. I'm not going to share what it is exactly, at least not now, but I'm going to share how much I'm advancing in right now. I can share I've gotten my first couple users, and maybe I know them. So it's like family and friends still, but I'm literally going one-on-one to people that would be relevant users for this. It's free for them, so that's not the business model, to encourage them to actually use it and test it out. And I think that's going to be the first 100 users. I'm going to go like and reach out one-on-one. So if you're one of them, if you have raised capital, or you're interested in raising capital, or you have tried to raise capital before and gotten rejected, this is going to be relevant for you. It's free, so you don't get to, like, there's never going to be a charge for you. It's just a service that it's free. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video on this awesome location. I am so excited to share with you, but still with the 100 days Fox.